Hey, welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to review a product called Plankets that I've been using for a few years. Plankets are used as one of the ways that you can protect your fruiting bushes and your fruiting trees from light frost during the fruiting and budding periods. It's going to be a fun video. I'm going to show you before and after how I use them and give you some of my thoughts on the limitations with this product. Stay with me now. All right, so just a little update. You guys probably saw a couple weeks ago, I did have that video up about the blueberries. You can see they're continuing to flower really nicely, and we actually have some blueberry development already. Bad news is that, oh, look at all those ones. Nice little clusters going on. Bad news is that they are calling for frosts tonight and tomorrow, which is the last thing that I wanted to have happen. It's actually at this stage, and with the flowering that's still going on, you really don't want to have frost going on, and so you have to do what you can to try to protect your plants. So what are we gonna do, folks? We're gonna go ahead and put the Plankets back up, and we're gonna hope for the best. Now, if you had a big blueberry farm or something like that, you know, where your income is dependent on it, you may have to do heat lamps and things like that. Again, we've talked about that our blueberries are just for our personal consumption, so it's not really worth it. Yes, I've lost crops before, but sometimes these Plankets have saved me too. So consider this another follow-up review to the Plankets. We'll see how it does. I'll give you an update in a couple days. All right, and same thing over here. We got our lemon trees, and I wanted to show you if I can find it. Yep, we had some beautiful little lemon blossoms going on. And so same thing, we got a frost predicted, and we got to cover these up, and we're going to use the Plankets. So I'm going to go ahead and button these guys up. I'll give you another quick review in a minute, and then of course I'll let you know how it all worked out in a couple days when this is all over. Let me see, I thought I saw blossoms on here too. Let's see if we can find them. Oh, you can see they fell, so there was some blossoms on here. Do we have fruit production? Oh, here we go. It's all down the bottom here. All right, let's see if we got any lemons developing here. I can tell you that the tree's actually smelling like lemons, which is really nice. That's what the flowers kind of smell like. So, I don't know. I'd really like to see some lemons and blueberries this year. We'll say a little prayer here and hope that Mother Nature isn't too harsh on us. All right, and so that's basically the idea there, is you're gonna cover it up way down the bottom, and you know, I usually do this right before the sun goes down. Try to, you know, oh, there's a blueberry bush right there, so I can't tighten that up too much. You know, you want to tighten up the bottom a little bit. And you know, since we're going to get a couple nights in a row, I've just left it covered usually in the past. And then once the frost danger has passed, I uncover them. So I have left these covered for multiple days in a row and haven't had any, you know, detrimental effects from it, like, you know, from lack of sunlight or anything like that. So that's it for now. We say a little prayer that these guys survive the frost. Well, I mean, the plants will definitely survive the frost. That's for sure. It's a question of, will the flowers and the fruits survive the frost with this? And I surely hope so. But I will put a link to these in the description below, of course. And if you use my affiliate link through Amazon, I get a nice little commission. Actually, it's a tiny commission, but I still think you're a hero for doing it. It really does help out the channel a little bit. All right, we're getting ready to do a little unmasking here, see how we did. So the temperature dropped to 31 degrees last night. Not good. I had hoped that it was going to stay till the high 30s. Now, I did a little more research since that last segment that I filmed, and you know, the best guesses is that these Plankets may raise the temperature underneath them, you know, somewhere between 5 and 10 degrees. So I think it's fair to say that the temperature under these probably stayed in the high 30s. We'll see if that was enough. What I also found out in my research was that blueberries, you know, even during flowering fruiting stage, unless you get down to the low 30s, you're probably okay. Now, these are lemon trees, so these are a little bit more sensitive. We'll see how it did. Okay, wow, leaves look great. Very, very happy there. But that was never really the question here. The question was these flowers down the bottom, which I'm going to show you. All right, I'm going to come around back to the flowers here. Let's see. Hey, you know what? Those look like they're pretty happy. give them a little touch here. They don't feel brittle. I don't see, so they don't feel brittle. And what you're gonna look for here, if you wanna see if there's damage, is obviously these are a little bit saggy in here. That's gonna fall off, I can tell you right now. There it goes. That one looks good though, and those unopened buds look really good. These here look really good. Let me give a touch to one of them, just see. All right, they're not falling off. And what you wanna look for also is, do they have like brown spots? All right, that one there is probably damaged. Yeah, there we go. But that might be okay. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it's holding up. So we took a little bit of frost damage here on the lemon trees. That gives me a little bit of hope for the blueberry trees. And you can see there's some unopened flower buds there. So that's good. That's good. We may still get a little lemon crop. Let's check out the other one. All right, so let's see how we did here. This is the other lemon tree. And just out of curiosity, you know, let's look up the top here, see if we see any brown spots. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, obviously it's a little cold stunted there, right? But I'm not seeing any brown spots like damage. That's all gonna be just fine. So again, the question comes down to, how are the flowers looking? So let's take a look. All right, those look great. Let's see if I can get that to clear up a little bit. All right, those look great, y'all. And I'm really happy with that. This worked really good. All right, next up is this patch of blueberries. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of pollen going on here. The joke is that if you don't have allergies, when you come to South Carolina, you will. So let's give this a little tug. Let's see how this looks. Now remember, these blueberry plants had tons and tons. Oh God, glad I took my Zyrtec today. These blueberries had tons and tons of flowers, and they even had some fruit production going. Let's see. All right, we definitely took a little bit of flower damage. I can see it already, but you know what? Okay. All right, I can live with this. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a close up in here for y'all. So the flowers look pretty good. Let's give it a little touch, a little bit of, see that brown? Okay, that's what I was trying to show you. See that little brown spot there? That's frost damage. That one might not make it, but those look okay. And you can see I had some little baby blueberries in development too. We'll see how they do, but see that there? I think they're okay. I think we're okay. Any frost damage on the leaves here? And you know, blueberry plants, the leaves are probably gonna be okay this time of year. That's really not really too much of a risk. We have one more little set of blueberries here to check on. Okay, and this is the main patch of blueberries here. Let's see what we can see. Okay, so good news, bad news. I'm gonna take you through here. These look pretty good. I'm not seeing like that there's a lot of damage there. That cluster there, so you can see the berries look pretty good. I'm not seeing any brown spots on there that indicate frost damage. And actually a little light frost is good for blueberries. It actually improves the flavor a little bit. I wanted to show you down here. We got a little bit of bad news down on this end of it. Okay, that, unfortunately, see all that? Not the dollar weed that I need to come in here and pick through. This here, those are all flower heads. So we did take some flower head damage on this one here, and I want to show you one more spot here. This one here, actually. Yep, took a lot of flower head damage. You can see them all down here. All right, ignore that. Ignore the weeding that Sarge has to do, but all those are flower heads that didn't make it. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. We saved quite a bit, and check this out. Look at those beautiful clusters. Those look fantastic, right? So all of that's gonna be fine. And I really think, you know, nobody can say for certain because Mother Nature does what Mother Nature wants to do, but I really think we made it through the worst of it. And this for some reason, this plant here lost the most amount of flowers. So that's okay. We still saved quite a bit of the crop. I mean, look at all these beautiful blueberries in here. Look at, right? So there's the Plankets for you folks. I probably would have lost this entire crop and all the lemon flowers and the lemon buds if not for these Plankets. I really like this product. It's done me pretty well. It does have its limitations, you know, like if the temperature drops below 30, for an extended period of time, like maybe a couple days in a row, that may, and you're in flowering stage and you're in, fruit production stage, you may not be able to save as much as I saved this time here. And that's happened to me, unfortunately, but this did pretty good. I still think if I don't get another hard frost, we're going to get a pretty good crop of blueberries, and we may get some lemons here too. All right. So there you go, folks. That is your review of the Planket as a way to protect your plants from some light frosts, and especially during your fruit production and your flowering production. I recommend this product. Of course, I'm going to put it down in the links below. If you haven't already done so, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're brand new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you join us. Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.